Hello and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It's Tuesday, October 19th, 2021. Welcome back, everybody. We're here for another exciting installment in your favorite cryptocurrency market analysis podcast. Yes, we touch on all corners of the market, giving you your daily dose of news and market information. As always, joined by two of CC's analysts, we have Jason and Alex with us today. Let's hear from Alex first. Alex, how are you today?
Well, thank you.
Good to hear that. Good to hear. And Jason, how are you doing?
Oh, you know me. Just feeling refreshed. Nice little long weekend there. Vacation to South Dakota was beautiful. It seems that every single time that I want to go on vacation, the market wants to run. So I'm going to just start putting long signals out every time I want to go on vacation.
Hilarious. Yeah, go figure. Guys, it's...
But we definitely... Sorry, but we definitely did catch some good price action to the upside on quite a few signals. I think two of our positions hit TP2, one of them stopped out, but we're still sitting in good positions. The Bitcoin position from last week just swept all three take profits before I could remove it. Very interesting lower time frame stuff, so I'm really excited to get back into it today.
Yeah, Justin nailed some long trades over in CC Official as well. So kudos.
Yeah, I saw NKN there really took out XLM, behaved the exact same way.
Yeah, he hit a couple where he had all the take profits. So very nice, very nice.
Nice.
Solid. Yeah, great signals coming through.
It's a good way to come back.
Indeed. Yeah, I'm thinking the community sure probably appreciates that. Do check out the market analysis section of our premium server. All right, go ahead and get into it, guys. We have a show to kick off here. You know how the next hour plus is going to unfold. We are, of course, going to cover a bit of news before we hop into the bubbles. Quickly check in on the latest price action in the alt space. We're going to dive into the live chat. Shout out our very awesome audience before we get into the TA. Finally, going to wrap the show up with your requests. So let's get those in. We'll look at those in a little bit. For now, though, got a bit of news to cover today. We will start with this piece from Crypto Potato. First Bitcoin futures ETF comes today, and Bitcoin's price volatility expected. All right, yes, we covered obviously yesterday. It is kind of a milestone event in the space, guys. Kind of remember where you were this Tuesday in October of 2021. The talk in Crypto Town for the past several days has predominantly been the potential launch of a Bitcoin ETF in the US. After all, the country's SEC has been reluctant to approve such a product for years, while other nations like Canada and Brazil did so earlier this year. The pressure on the SEC is mounting, and the appointment of Gary Gensler, who previously had experience with blockchain, was regarded as a promising step in the right direction. Community members and strategists, even outside the space, started to make optimistic predictions that a Bitcoin ETF could see the light of day by the end of this year. And now, just hours away from perhaps the first ever Bitcoin ETF going live in the States, this article's kind of probably earlier this morning. I think we have officially gone live. The first Bitcoin ETF is going live in the US today, albeit a futures-backed one. It's worth reviewing the possible implications for the asset and the entire industry. All right, we're not going to go too much further, but this article does ask, is this a sell the news moment? Will we, on the back of this very bullish, very exciting development, will we crack above all-time highs, or are we going to break down from here?
I think we'll know by tomorrow. I think we'll know real soon.
I think we'll know real soon.
It could even happen on a lower hourly time frame with the way things are sizing up.
Yeah.
Yep, I just flipped my chart to the hourly, and indeed we did go as high as 63.5-ish. All-time highs are just about $1,500 away. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get maybe into the next piece here. Is there anything else of interest here in this piece? Shadow of the CME-futures contracts looms. Yeah, I guess this is something I also touched on yesterday. During the peak of the previous bull run back in late 17, the crypto community saw another significant development. Back when, of course, the CBOE, Global Markets, and Chicago Mercantile Exchange launched two large futures contracts on their exchange. While the former had a relatively short life, the latter often receives blame for what transpired in the markets ahead. Bitcoin had just come off its all-time highs of 20,000, but of course it ended up losing almost 80% of its value in the following year. Many analysts blamed this the launch of the CME market on the decline in Bitcoin. back then. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see how this pans out, guys.
No.
We'll see how this panned out. We, of course,
For
touched
sure.
on this yesterday. All right, let's go ahead and get into this next piece here. All right, well, what would we're heading into the holiday season now, and I guess you should prepare for, I guess, more and more Mariah Carey Christmas anthems on the radio and in the mall. But in this case, Mariah Carey coming to the Bitcoin community. Pop superstar Mariah Carey jumping on the Bitcoin train by teaming up with Gemini. Mariah Carey, best-selling female artist of all time.
She can finally release the #1 song, "All I Want for Christmas Is Bitcoin."
There you go.
There we go.
That's what's going to take us to higher highs.
There
That's
you
what's
go.
gonna do it. Sign me
Mariah.
up.
I like that. Gotta task Alex with the new talent management over here. But with that said, Mariah Carey, best-selling female artist of all time, partnered with crypto exchange Gemini in order to promote crypto awareness. In a video posted on Carey's Twitter titled "We Belong Together," the singer says that one can buy. Oh, sorry, the "We Belong Together" artist says that we can only buy a fraction of Bitcoin, or so you are allowed to buy more than the fraction of Bitcoin, debunking a common myth about the largest crypto. Did you know that you don't need to buy a whole Bitcoin to invest? In fact, you can buy as little as $5 to get started on Gemini. So here is her tweet from today. This is one good way to inform the people that yes, you can buy just a
Well, I
little
mean,
bit.
it's as silly as we think it is really good for the space, because that is a huge misconception of Bitcoin that I've had to explain to people. Like, you don't have to buy one, like you can buy a fraction. Like,
Indeed.
that will be big for people to kind of understand, maybe get their toe in there a little bit more, and then we see a little bit more hype go into it. So ultimately, I do think it's good for the space.
Yeah, and I think this is actually a positive development. It seems like an effort more on education than just outright shilling or promoting some garbage project. You know, it could have been worse. Could have showed up and been a big Sheeb or Doge fan, but in this case, just basically tapped by Gemini to promote their Cryptopedia, the exchange's cryptocurrency-focused educational resource. Gemini reportedly seeking someone with a broad demographic reach in order to promote crypto. And the co-founder said the company's goal is to educate people on the novel asset class, saying cryptos like Bitcoin and Ether were of two of the best performing assets of the last decade. Our goal at Gemini is to help educate you on the promise of crypto and make it simple, easy, and safe for you to engage with. All right, well, thank you, Mariah Carey, coming through to help rep the space and hey, maybe even educate a few people. Overall positive.
I suppose it's not as shilly as all the other celebrities you see
Exactly.
coming through. At least trying to do something that's relevant, like instead of like, look at Doge.
Precisely. All right, you guys, we got another topic here. This one comes from U.Today. Facebook begins piloting its new crypto wallet in the U.S. Say it ain't so. New crypto wallet coming to Facebook users in the U.S. Social media giant Facebook rolling out its new Novi digital wallet in the U.S. and Guatemala, according to an announcement posted by the company's blockchain executive David Marcus earlier today on Twitter. The purpose of the pilot is to test the wallet's key features in the wild. While stablecoins are typically used by traders for parking their gains, Marcus hopes that this trial will be able to showcase a new use case. We're also hopeful this will demonstrate a new stablecoin use case as a payments instrument beyond how they are typically used today. All right. Notably, Facebook will be trialing its wallet with Paxos Pax Dollar. As a cloud of regulatory uncertainty continues to hang over its own stablecoin project, Coinbase's custodial arm will be responsible for safeguarding users' funds. Initially dubbed Libra, the project ditched its controversial structure along with its moniker after stumbling upon regulatory roadblocks back in 2019, and it was reintroduced as DM in April of 2020. Marcus announced that the Novi crypto wallet, which is initially named Calibra, was ready to come to market in August. Well, it's finally here, and pretty cool. I haven't really been following developments over with Libra in a little while, and kind of interesting to note that I guess they tied a bit of a knot with Coinbase. Coinbase's custodial arm will certainly be helping safeguard users' funds. That is good development, and of course, partnering with Paxos for the Pax Dollar. Interesting. Might have to take a closer look at the Facebook wallet. I mean, I'm Canadian, so I guess I won't have access to it right away. But if and when I do, very curious to see what kind of promising and interesting future Facebook has breaking into the crypto industry like this. Very cool. Alright, enough about Facebook and their wallet. Let's get into another piece here from Cointelegraph titled Russia aims to replace the US dollar reserve with digital assets over the long term. Quite the development.
That's right.
As Russia continues pushing the de-dollarization, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Russia is reportedly considering replacing the US dollar with not only traditional fiat currencies, but also digital currencies. Alexander Pankin, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs for Russia, reiterated the country's plans to reduce the US dollar share in Russia's international reserves and its usage in settlement with foreign partners in a Tuesday interview with local news agency Interfax. The official said the MFA Russia isn't excluding the possibility of replacing the US dollar with, quote, some digital assets alongside other currencies. Quote, it's possible to replace the US dollar with other currencies, both national and regional, as well as some digital assets in the long term. End quote. Pankin added that such replacements would require significant efforts from the government, including rebuilding established cooperation models between jurisdictions and businesses, as well as creating new mechanisms for new settlement systems. The official noted that Russia's de-dollarization campaign comes in line with the country's efforts to avoid challenges posed by sanctions from the U.S. government. Quote, payments in U.S. dollars go through American banks and a clearing system which allows Washington to block transactions they deem suspicious. He added that the Russian government has not faced such issues with the euro or other currencies and doesn't plan similar measures for any other national currencies so far. For several years, Russia considering steps to de-dollarize, All right, you get the point. Just another hint that indeed the global financial landscape is changing. These are shots across the bow for the American dollar. Figures though. You'd think Russia would have plotted this sooner. The sanctions have just been piling on and on and on for years. But we'll see how it goes. Let's continue to another piece. Blockworks writes, Bitcoin futures ETF surpasses $500 million in volume in just under 2 hours. All right, so let's check in. This article is a little fresher than the one I opened with, and it reads, the first ever Bitcoin ETF has launched Bitcoin. The Proshares Bitcoin Strategy Fund, BITO, made history in more ways than one. On Tuesday, the ETF made its debut on the NYSE and became the biggest launch of this year in less than an hour. Quote, over $400 million traded already in 1 hour, said Jonathan Cheeseman, head of over-the-counter and institutional sales at FTX. Quote, many anticipated public events for Bitcoin have been overhyped and sell the fact. 2017 futures launch, the Coinbase IPO, Elon, SNL, you name it. But this is a pretty positive start, I guess, said Jonathan Cheeseman. The fund trading under ticker BITO opened at $40 and rose as much as 5.4% to $42 before paring back gains. Blah, blah, blah. In just 20 minutes into the trading session, 6.4 million shares had traded, or roughly $264 million. Volume hit 500 million just after 11 a.m. Eastern time, mostly made up of small trades. Eric Balkunas, ETF analyst at Bloomberg Intelligence, pointed out BITO is the most purchased asset on Fidelity as of 11:30 this morning, with 6,267 buy orders and only 600 sells. Quote, I think the volume's coming from a lot of systematic trading coming from quant-based crypto funds trying to exploit arbitrage opportunities, said one analyst, David Tawil, president of ProChain Capital. Also trying to see how much liquidity and depth there is in the market for purposes of how to trade the shortly forthcoming ETFs. So a little insight there, potentially checking the depths of the order books, seeing how much liquidity is in this market.
There's a lot.
Potentially for purposes of trading potentially learning how to trade more forthcoming ETFs. Very interesting take from this guy. Contrary to some analysts' original fears, futures are indeed being traded in line with the BITO. The spread is penny wide and the price is moving in line with the intraday net asset value, which is good, said Balkunas. All right, first but not last, BTIO is the first futures-based Bitcoin ETF to hit the market. It's expected not to be the last. Valkyrie, which recently changed its ETF ticker to BTFD. Wow, that's a sick ticker. BTFD, what a ticker, huh? Is due to debut on the NASDAQ Wednesday. Wow, we got another one to look forward to tomorrow, huh?
Buy the fucking dip, bud.
This one with the dopest ticker in the game. BTFD debuting on the NASDAQ on Wednesday. Grayscale Investments and the New York Stock Exchange filed to convert the world's largest Bitcoin exchange-traded product, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, into an ETF. This would be a spot product. Ah, yes. In fact, let's hop right into the next story, shall we? Oh, man, did I not log this one? But indeed, something to mention today, Grayscale, of course, with their Bitcoin Trust, has filed today to try and convert the Bitcoin Trust into an actual ETF, a spot product. Invesco, however, withdrew its application for futures-based ETF hours before the Proshares launch, so Invesco pulled out, and so on and so forth. All right, let me see if I can still pull up this story on the topic of Bitcoin. Where is the story? I'll probably pull it up in a minute. But indeed, Valkyrie potentially launching tomorrow. All right, bear with me one more moment, guys. I'm going to dive into this next story. Maybe I'll dig up that link. Let me check the time. Still doing okay on time. Let's get into this piece here. Crypto Potato, I love mentioning these ones. Basketball giant LA Lakers announcing a partnership with Socios to enhance fan engagement. Blockchain project Socios, I think that's how you pronounce it, teamed up with NBA team Los Angeles Lakers to provide virtual events for basketball fans. One of the most successful teams in the history of the NBA, the LA Lakers, announced an official team sponsorship with Socios.com. Thus, the latter doubled down on its expansion strategy into the U.S. market. According to a recent announcement, the leading blockchain provider for sports and entertainment industry, Socios.com, will be presenting sponsor of the LA Lakers Facebook group from the beginning of, okay, so it's not even the Lakers, you're getting access to their Facebook group. Cool. As part of the collaboration, platform will launch virtual events for their fans. There they will get the chance to communicate with each other and even vote for topics related to their favorite basketball team. President of Business Operations over at Lakers commented on it, saying, as an organization that places great importance on serving and engaging with our fans, we're excited that Socios.com has shared perspectives and helped support our initiatives to serve the Lakers fan base. The CEO of Socios also categorized the NBA team as one of the most recognizable brands in sports, marking their partnership as a great way to expand. LA Lakers, most... All right, I'm not going to have to read this. This is really much marketing fluff. But there you go. Socios, I think they're the ones that power all those team tokens in the European football leagues, if I'm not mistaken. You know, the Juvie token I see come through sometimes, and a few others. What's the other? The GSP, or... Actually, hold on, I can't remember. I'm not really a football fan, guys. You know I'm talking about Socios.com, indeed, powering those sports tokens.
United coin and whatever.
I don't think Dave's joined that one yet, but nonetheless.
Saying like examples like they were of the team itself. Like.
Yes. Football clubs I think are some of the biggest dealers with Socios and their team tokens. Now breaking into the U.S. market in NBA. Very, very cool. Good luck to Socios, and well, any opportunity to bring big demographics like sports ball fans into our space, I welcome it. All right, finally. Do I have anything else I need to add? Yes. Here's a little disclaimer, a little FYI from SEC Commissioner. Let's have a look here. This piece comes from Today. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commissioner Hester Peirce told Washington-based newspaper Roll Call that cryptocurrency investors have to manage their risk tolerance when taking crypto advice from celebrities. Good advice. Peirce, who is affectionately called Crypto Mob because the pro-crypto stance, warns there will be no bailouts if things go south. Quote, it's your money that's on the line, so do your own research. Make your own decisions based on your own risk tolerance and your own circumstances. After all, if things turn out badly, the celebrity won't be there to bail you out. During the ICO mania, some celebs were charged by the SEC for unlawfully shilling tokens on their social media profiles. Actor Steven Seagal, who became a Russian citizen back in 2016, agreed to pay a disgorgement of roughly $330,000 in 2020. After he failed to pay the whole fine, the agency moved to collect money through his U.S. representatives. A slew of musicians, actors, athletes, prominent influencers hopped on the crypto train once again to cash in on the ongoing bull run. Kim Kardashian promoting a dubious currency called Ethereum Max was seen by a third of crypto owners. In September, Charles Randell, the head of UK's Financial Conduct Authority, stated that those who invested their money in the token promoted by Kim K had to be prepared to lose it all. Dogecoin, the meme currency touted by celebrity billionaire Elon Musk, rapper Snoop Dogg, and a bunch of other artists, is currently down 66% from its historic highs. That coincided with Musk's appearance on SNL. Law professor Lawrence Cunningham told Roll Call that celebrities who often have little to no knowledge of crypto, you think, are fueling crypto speculation, which can cause systemic risks, stating at scale this can lead to systemic misallocation of capital with adverse system-wide effects. Wow, that's a pretty fancy term. I guess when you hit the strata of law professor Lawrence Cunningham, these are the kind of statements you get to pull out, guys. Systematic misallocation of capital, adverse system-wide effects. What are you guys doing? Are you trying to sink the Titanic with your irresponsible retail trading? Come on, guys. Listen to the law professor. Step back and
It is unsinkable.
And don't listen to your celebs. Don't know trading advice from celebs, but we have some decent trading advice coming your way. Not real trading advice, because we can't actually provide that, obviously, for you guys. But we have something approaching.
Risk management.
Yeah, something approaching viable market feedback. Not the kind you're gonna get from Kim K though. So let's get into it, guys.
It makes money off of you. It's different.
All right. Yes, Ethereum Max. Remember, like, we were watching. What was it? We were watching, like, I think a boxing event a little while ago. Somebody else came into the ring with Ethereum Max. So I really wonder what the hell Ethereum Max is.
Oh, I didn't see that. No.
Yeah, we were talking about it a few months ago. I remember that.
I remember Ethereum Max. I don't remember hearing.
It was it was not just Kim K. It was like some boxer that came into the ring with Ethereum Max on their shirt or on their belt or something. It was very curious because, we were plugged into the crypto space. We've never heard of this, right? If I seen somebody come out with like a pulse chain or a hex, a hex thing, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's pretty crazy. Somebody, Richard Hart really stepped up and got the pulse chain on Kim K's forehead. But in this case, it was Ethereum Max, something I've never heard of, kind of obscure, super weird. But what an oddball, right? But nonetheless, guys, there is your look at some news today. Let's go ahead and get into the bubbles. What's going on in the alt space today? Speaking of Hex, listen, from now on, I'm not even going to be making any further calls on Hex. Hex apparently only goes up, and it's up. Well, it went down for like a couple of days, and it's up in the big way, guys. Hex is up 36%. Absolute massive day for Hex. Apparently, that was the dip that we were poking fun at yesterday. Yeah, that was the dip to buy. Maybe. Symbol XYM is back, another 15% day. OKB. Yes, the OK coin, I think. This is it the OK coin? Either way, OKB is up 20%.
Okay,
there you go. Safe Moon up a little over 6%. Harmony, OneChain, Dash, KuCoin Shares, HBAR, Cosmos, Tezos, and Kusama and a smattering of other coins are up single digits, guys. A couple small losers today. Flow giving back nearly 10%. Blockstacks had a couple good days, but it's giving back about 5% today. Doge and BCHA down around 5%. And there you have it. XLM, Rev, a few others. But I guess most of the action is over in Bitcoin. There's your brief look at the bubbles, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the next segment. All right, getting into the audience engagement tab. What's popping in the CC community, fam? Oh yeah, Mr. Ether came through. He was first through the door today, and well, what a way to open up the show. $5 super chat. Thank you, Mr. Ether. Very, very kind of you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. B-Flow, hola, very good. Happy Tuesday to B-Flow. GB Professor Wally's with us. Wow, big shout outs to Professor Wally. Gene Army, FEG Army, brilliant channel, quality content. Well, thank you very much. Loving the vibes. Let's go. Much love. GBU Professor Wally, $10 super chat. I second that first. Okay, well, we have a bit of a super chat arms race in the live chat today. Thank you very much for the $10, Mr. Wally. David Rice, what's up, all? Big shout outs to David Rice on D-Live. Franklin MC, a very good morning to Franklin MC. GBU Professor Wally is here as well. I already mentioned him. I'm like number 3. Smash those likes, says Gene. Good reminder. Alex1233, sup Kryptonians. Sup Cal L. GBU Professor Wally, glad to be backed. Got to be backed. Good one. Isaiah. Hey all, big shouts to Isaiah. Alex1233, good to have you back. As well. Midwest? Yes, he's talking to you. Jace. Jace. Anthony Littlewood, good day, y'all. Shoutouts to Anthony. GBU Professor Raleigh, what did you just say, Justin? Did you mean Jason? Justin? Daniel, hi guys, what's up? Shoutouts to you. Ernest the Guy, cheers. Big cheers to Ernest the Guy. Alex33, there's a lot of sad people out there who buys that crap. Oh, which crap are we talking about? Altcoins?
It might have been from yesterday. I'm not
Ethereum
sure.
Max? What kind of crap are people buying? Let's see here. GB World. With Mariah has a higher high. It means something. That's a good way to put it. That's pretty cool. Jason, Nick Cannon might hear you. Okay. GB Professor Wally. Unit.
Talk shit about Mariah.
Ron Logano. Shoutouts to you. Unit bias is one reason SHIB gets so much traction. Unit bias. Yes, unit bias. Okay, yeah, I guess you're referring to the 8 decimal long
supply.
Yes, the thousand, the 100,000th of a penny price. Yes, I imagine.
I can buy 1 million shares for $10.
Oh my God! If it goes to 1 cent.
Yeah. It's easy for people to do that mental math, and I do think that it does affect the way that some of these things work with people who are newer to this, right? Like, I can buy this many.
Right, but after witnessing what happened,
they clearly don't understand tokenomics.
They don't, but we said the same thing about Doge. At least that's what they'll say. You guys said the same thing about Doge, and it went to a penny or whatever, and there you have it. So, crazy. But let's continue. Waterdog on Twitch afternoon. Can you take a look at these two? Sure. Hang tight. I'll add them to request line. Haven't heard game credits in a while, said Professor Wally. Crypto Cats. Hey, good to see everyone's doing well. Can we look at XPR and Leash? Yeah. I'll add that early to the list because we didn't get to do that late yesterday. Franklin MC. Libra, not good. Is not good, huh? Okay. Who gave me... I'm not sure who did, David Rice, but I doubt it. Prophet Bear, what's up, y'all? Can we see ICP? Yeah, hang tight. I'll add that. In my mind, MF. Howdy, y'all. Big howdy to In My Mind. I would not be surprised if there wasn't an... maybe I can't talk about that on YouTube, but let's keep it going. Alex1233, could we take a look at TRB? Yes, Treb coming up in a little bit. Let's see here. A couple more comments. Yep, this is the bottom of the list, guys. Sweet Canary is with us. Shoutouts to Sweet Canary. Polly B is with us as well. ETH1 with the request. Hang tight. And Franklin MC. Libra is a consortium of huge players and plan to take over all coins. Think of Lord of the Rings. Just one coin to rule them all. You think Libra's out on the scheme of global crypto domination? Maybe.
I don't think Facebook just wants to be a participant. I think they want to be a leader.
Indeed. Cracking Crypto Concierge bot has been triggered. Talk of Libra in the chat. Posting reminders that, yes, don't get scammed by fake Libra offers. Those were all the rage. Seemed like a year or two ago. All right. That is your shout out, guys. Very good to see and hear from all of you, but it's time to get into the next segment. TA comes your way next. Am I forgetting anything? No, I don't think so. I do have to start logging all your requests, though. I'm going to do that in just a moment. Alex is going to go live. And we're going to get into the next scene. Let's do it. Let's see here. All right, Alex not yet live.
There are some altcoins on lower time frames that are really interesting me right now.
Yeah, eh? All right, we're heading into the main scene right now. Just hopped in there. Currently looking at Alex's BTC USD 4-hour BitMEX chart. So I think we're all synced up. As for the rest of you, you know what to do. Get your requests in, drop them in the chat below, and I'll get right to them. In the meantime, you two have the floor. Be right back.
This is the uptrend that we drew yesterday. As you can see, we actually held this uptrend this morning, threatened to break down a little bit. It got instantly bought back up.
Yeah, nice wick down there to the point of control.
Mm-hmm. At this time, everything looks good on Bitcoin. I kind of want to play whatever retest we get here. I don't know if we're gonna like move up, like just suddenly go to 70K and then drop down to 64, or what happened. We'll get some sort of retest of this area if things are bullish. This area being 60K range.
Yep.
And if we break up here, I'll look to be a buyer when that happens. Like whenever we get some sort of pullback. I don't think I want to buy today. Right now, we're still going to wait to see if we actually break and hold 64,000. But it really looks like we're going to.
It looks strong, man. There's nothing to really point to weakness here. I mean, anything would just be a biased emotional thing that you think that it could reverse here. But from the charts, that's bullish, man. There's nothing to suggest weakness yet.
Mm-hmm.
Which is tough when it's right at resistance, and a very important resistance.
Yeah, agreed. Ethereum just trading sideways right now. This is still bearish. We don't have any kind of long signal here. Yep, it's just trading sideways right now. Ethereum continuing to lose value against Bitcoin. You can see that here on the Ethereum Bitcoin pairing. So too are most alts. ADA Bitcoin losing value here.
I think ADA on lower time frames right now looks super interesting on the 4-hour.
Are you talking ADA Bitcoin?
Yes. Oh, no, not sorry. ADA USDT, sorry. I think it's one worth taking a shot on here. But it could break down. But I think that the bottoming...
I don't like it. I think we're going to just drop down into this order block around 175.
Yep. I mean, if we do, we do. But lower time frames, I think that if we hold there, we could launch well back up. But we'll see. I mean, that looks weak.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Yep. I mean, I understand. But something about it on those lower time frames I'm liking.
BCH not holding up well here. BCH Bitcoin not holding up well.
Nope.
EOS Bitcoin really testing the lows here now. I think, this feels like bottoming behavior, but I wouldn't wouldn't bet against Bitcoin in this spot.
Yeah, you don't want to bet against Bitcoin, right, when it's pressing on its all-time highs. If it does go, it's likely to go with such volatility, everything's going to be drained.
Mm-hmm. XRP Bitcoin, TRX Bitcoin. Overall, like none of these really look that appealing. Maybe they could bounce from their lows, but we could also just drop through the lows. Yeah. I think it's like we've been saying for the past few weeks. Bitcoin is really the trade here right now, guys. It's either if the market's up, Bitcoin's going to hold up better than everything, and if they don't, then Bitcoin's just going to run here, and everything might move up, but the dollars that you gain, you'll be losing value in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's likely going to be the better trade.
Certainly looks that way. Which is interesting to see traditional markets right now.
Bitcoin dominance moving up nominally today, just a little bit. I think we actually expect a pullback here on Bitcoin dominance at some point. Just like healthy, consolidate a little bit, and then more upside.
I think that would make sense for a little alt run.
Just want to putting in an interesting recovery today. I think I like this trend line better. This makes more sense. If we break this to the upside and we hold this, then that would actually be very bullish. And this is an oversold time transformation signal too. So I'd say there's improved chances we could reverse the upside here. If we did, if we came up above our daily baseline, that's something that we've been looking for, if you recall. And at that point, maybe that would mean Uniswap alts could run here. Dragon Perp, not looking too bad, giving us a continuation signal today. DeFi continues to lag here. Privacy Perp is sideways. Exchange Perp looking kind of interesting. Exchange Perp is almost completely dominated by FTT and BNB, FTX token and Binance token, but also OKEX token is involved a little bit in this. I think that's what we're seeing right here. OKEX is pulling this up. Mostly sideways on SHIB Perp, All Perp, and Mid Perp. Nothing super spectacular looking there, although, idly speaking, I guess Mid Perp could go up here. Yeah, sure.
Yep, another swing.
But overall, I think the real stars of the show are Uniswap, Perp, and Bitcoin. Just very bullish looking here on Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin is way up today. Ethereum is also up with it. I gotta say, that feels like dollar must be down today.
Dollar's got, well, you would assume lately it's been weird, but yeah, dollar down, I would guess.
Oh, dollar down.
Yep. Traditional's up.
Must be. And let's see if we do we have any kind of obvious trend here that we could just keep our eyes on.
This could be the breakdown of the broadening wedge, which could become very steep.
Yeah, well, we could come all the way down, retest this area, and then
Again, yep.
Kind of launch it.
You already had that drawn too.
Mm-hmm. Well, we drew this a little while back. With the idea is that we probably need a pullback here, but if we do get a pullback, I don't see us going much below this area of support resistance. So come down here, test again, lower or higher low, and we start getting some signs of strength here before a true breakout, which would be devastating. All right, so dollar down, traditional markets up, right? Got to be.
Almost making a higher high on some of these. It's crazy that we broke up.
Well, now we really are hanging out here in the liquidity of the highs. We'll know soon.
Wild.
Yeah, this is starting to look very bullish. I'm not sold, but now that we've gotten a breakout of the downtrend and we're above our horizontal support resistance level, we could move up. The NASDAQ was looking particularly strong yesterday. How's that today? Pretty good. We gap up when we trade up today. Kind of hanging out in the liquidity of the high. S&P 500 is also looking pretty strong right here.
Yeah, it's getting damn close to its highs.
Yeah.
Man,
excuse me.
I really will be shocked if we just go to higher, just keep running here.
Sorry, guys. If someone just wanted to talk to me about my car's extended warranty, don't worry.
How is it, by the way?
Apparently, I need more of them.
Yeah, apparently I need 3 a day, so.
Yeah, I need way more warranty extensions is what I need.
They don't even get my car model, right?
Yeah. This is strong, and it has been strong ever since we broke the downtrend. This is a great example of why it's good to just track the trend, right? When the trend breaks, be like, oh, well, there's been an actual change here in what's going on with price. Also, kind of an interesting looking head and shoulders-y pattern right here. Yeah, kind of. Whoops, I didn't do that one back. It's kind of this whole situation. The measured move take us.
Oh, you're right about there.
Breakout is yeah, you're right.
Yep. So, I mean, your completed move. Do you really want to be long in that situation, right?
Mhm.
It's just not advisable, but you never know what it can do.
Well, we'll keep our eyes on it. Let's go ahead and look at the world markets. So, things had looked okay on the world markets. Not weak, not strong. Gold is still just a no for us as long as we're under 1,800. Starting to look pretty interesting here. On, do I need to redraw this line? Does my line just suck? Is that the problem? Problem is me. Right, so this is the logarithmic trend. So the linear trend is that's pretty good. That's good. Who's going to argue with me about that? I guess we've got more sideways here. We need to see more strength, guys. We need more strength. Let's use this new trend line that we see forming right here. Well, if we break this at all, I definitely think we can move all the way to retest the highs. There you go, folks. You see why we were so interested in being long as soon as we were above 23? Remember, $23 was our cutoff point. We got back above there. We didn't want to be short anymore. We wanted to be long. And here we have a breakout of the downtrend now. Boom. I think silver could continue moving up here. I would consider being long silver in this spot.
I was pointing out the exact same pattern last week on gold and silver. I thought that they looked quite strong. And I think I said the same thing for that level of 23 on silver.
So I think we can at least go to 26 here.
Yeah, test point of control. I like that.
Yeah. Seems like an obvious trade. Palladium. Oops.
I really do think that gets bought up with some volatility at some point.
I think we actually need to get bought higher. I think you're right. I don't feel like this is resistance anymore. I think we could get bought up to. We got to go back to control at least, right?
Yeah, I think with high volatility too.
Let's take a look at this trend line again. Let's fix this up. It's like maybe it's like more of a linear trend, and then it's close. All right, so we actually let's redraw this. I mean, we're close enough to being right now. So we've got this daily baseline coming up below us. A little bit more sideways, break up. Sideways, come up here. And then rejection. A little bit more sideways. And then rejection. Push down. Oh no. Something like that. So let's look for that. Let's look to get let's look to reconnect with this downtrend that we had all the way back in May and June. Kind of like that. Platinum, sideways. I wouldn't do anything with it here. Copper, this trade completed once we retested the highs. Nothing really to do with copper. Let's see what happens here. So far, we're holding this uptrend. It looked like we were going to break down below it today, but then we didn't. Yeah, for now, I wouldn't be too concerned. Maybe the line is just like too tight. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Maybe it didn't break at all. Maybe my line just sucked. Corn, come on, buddy. Once you break out, we'll go long here, but not until then. Natural gas, I just want to see it fall a little bit more into $4.60. We can do that and still maintain this uptrend. This could be a good buying opportunity, at least take back towards $6, maybe $5.50. It's not a bad trade either. Nice mean reversion trade. Soybeans. You're looking mighty interesting.
How big of a retracement is that from the top?
Let's see.
28%.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, that is. You might get a pop up to that $13 range, and then another selling into completing like that buy cry die situation.
Push, and then one more push. You think?
Yeah, like you might get another break of that trend up to like $13 and then break down again, possibly.
We'll see. I feel like if we broke this trend, we could go and retest the point of control. But then, I mean, oh, there's the breakdown on sugar. At this point, I would consider sugar to be a shorting opportunity on higher time frames. So this is the weekly logarithmic trend. Shorting on the first breakdown is not always a good idea. I would wait for it to pop back up and trade sideways a little bit here over the next couple weeks, and then let's just fire the missiles right into it. But this is a very strong break of trend. Wheat, more sideways. Aussie 200. Break of the downtrend? That's interesting.
Oi, oi, oi.
Well, at this point, it doesn't make sense to stay short. I'm still in profits on it. If you didn't take profits earlier, I mean, not that I think anybody here actually shorted the Australian 200, but, you know, hypothetically speaking, you know, so this is a good way to handle this trade. If not having taken profit here, this is still like a decent spot. At this point, I think we could expect a pop up at least back into this area of resistance. See what happens there. China, we took some profits here after buying like basically the bottom. I think we can still see more upside, but we'll see what happens. Maybe rejecting from resistance. Trans 40 here. Singapore 30. If you guys will remember, we just closed this week making a new high here. See? There's the high. This is the high. Here's us making a new high. And this is really our continuation signal in this spot. So we expect follow through with Singapore 30 here, especially today making a new high again. Hong Kong 33. As soon as we broke the downtrend a few days ago, that was really our signal to long here. UK 100. It's not a long yet, but it certainly is becoming rather suggestive.
Yeah.
Maybe this is our exit signal on India. I don't know. It's kind of a nice swing to have been in, right? Like you buy here and then like time transformation is just like, okay, that was fun. Ride is over.
And sometimes those are the best calls, because if it does pull back, it's a great exit.
Yeah. What a trend. Let's delete these lines. I want new lines. I don't really understand the trend here. Is this the trend? Does it make a lot of sense? Is this a trend that also does not make a lot of sense? Oh well. Netherlands about to make a new all-time high. No, making a new. It's about to close a new all-time high today. This would be very bullish. Taiwan broke our downtrend here, so we're just kind of closed out. We're hanging out in resistance. Nothing I really want to do with it. Bonds are recovering a little bit today. Russell 2000 having a good day. 30-year bonds falling. USD 30 rising. Ooh, kind of an interesting looking inverse head and shoulders, the pattern here. Definitely suggests this upside that we've had. All right. Well, I think the markets are overall kind of postured bullishly here. The dollar is falling. The NASDAQ looks strong. The Dow looks strong. S&P 500 looks strong. There's lots of countries' markets. They look strong. Hong Kong and China are recovering. Gold is recovering. Silver is recovering. Silver is especially recovering, much more than gold. Even palladium is recovering, which has been shorted into the ground. That'll probably have some kind of short squeeze. Bonds are falling. Overall, I think maybe my bearishness was just not warranted. We'll see. Don't forget, this happened when Bitcoin hit 64K, right? I was just bearish and bearish and bearish and bearish for months. And then finally when we hit 64K, I was like, okay, I give up, guys. I was just, clearly I was just, I was wrong. And then, we immediately rejected like the next day. And from there it was like a long trip down in May, June, July. We'll see. But for right now, I don't want to not make money because I'm too bearish. You all will recall, for those of you who have been here a long time, I remained too bearish when Bitcoin topped 12K. And so I missed part of Bitcoin. I missed a good part of Bitcoin's run. So we don't want to make the same mistakes in the market. Maybe we can make similar mistakes. That's all right. But let's not make the exact same ones. So we'll see here. If Bitcoin, especially if Bitcoin closes a new high, we'll look to take it hard. We'll buy a dip, or we'll buy strength and just take profit on the way up, and then buy the dip that happens. Then we'll see. We'll see. All right. Okay, Jack. I'm ready to do a chart request.
Alright, sounds good. I got quite a few logged and ready to go, so let's put the first request on screen. Thank you for the TA as always. First request going up now. What do we have? What do we have? Alright. Got the following request to open up today with. It comes from Waterdog 187 on Twitch. Afternoon, can you take a look at these two, please? Game credits and Mega Cryptopolis. Tickers are Game and Mega.
I used to look at Game back in the day too. This is an old chart. Let's go. Oh, looks like some of my old TA is still here too. Wow, this has done nothing but trade sideways throughout the entirety of this market.
That would be miserable.
Yeah, I gotta say, buddy, I remember thinking, "Oh wow, look how we came back down to retest these lows." I tried to long here, took like a small loss, and then I haven't really looked at it much in the intervening years since 2018. As you can see, it hasn't done anything. I don't really see anything worthwhile here, especially on the Bitcoin pairing. We're retesting those lows. We've got no continuations. We broke down further. God, that'd be awful. That could happen. I wouldn't do anything with game credits here. I would continue staying out for however many years it takes to accumulate here. Because right now, this is a 2-year-long accumulation where it hasn't done anything but go sideways. Okay,
Alright.
game credits and what?
Doesn't sound like a lot more to add to that. We had game credits and Mega Cityopolis, so ticker Mega, MEGA.
There's a Mega Man X token? Oh my god. Gotta figure that out later.
Alright. I think we're gonna need to hit up Mega Cryptopolis.
Mega Shiba, Mega Man X, Mega XRP, Mega Cake?
Mega Cryptopolis, I'm still... Cryptopolis, yes.
No, this isn't it.
Mega Cryptopolis, CoinMarketCap, ticker Mega has the following contract address. Begins with 0x32.
Let's try this. Boom. Okay.
That's what I was doing wrong.
Here we go.
Broken trends.
I do not see it currently. I kind of see us as still below resistance in this spot. Let's get a thicker line here. So you see we're kind of still underneath this area of resistance. Hit it. Boom, boom, breakdown. Support, 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 resistance, support, resistance, resistance. So for right now, I'm not, super stoked about that. Arguably, we've broken this trend here. What about a log trend? What do we got log trend wise? Broken the log trend here. Yeah, overall, it's just nothing appealing about this, man. There's better stuff out there, or you should just buy Bitcoin. What's next?
Alright, that was the opening request, guys. Let's continue. Shoutouts to WaterDog187 on Twitch. We're going to get into this next request. Crypto Cats. Hey, good to see everyone is doing well. Can we please take a look at XPR and LEASH? Yeah, we certainly can. XPR. Proton coin?
I think so. Well, it just kind of keeps moving up here. No weakness. I would just keep holding on to it if you're in this, man. I wouldn't enter in this spot, though.
No.
What's next?
LEASH. The sheep token? LEASH? Yes. Let's give LEASH a look.
Giving it back.
I'd say probably after this big of a move down. See, there's sellers here, but they're a little bit exhausted. I would look to try and take it back towards $2,000 to, to 19. Yeah, just this kind of area, this area up here. Like that move. So see consolidation here, support, resistance. So it's like this area is like an important order block. This $2,000 area. So yeah, I think you could probably take it up there, but I wouldn't try and take it to new all-time highs, or maybe. Oh. Yeah. What's next?
Alright, shoutouts to Crypto Cats. There was your look at XPR as well as LEASH. Let's get into this profit bear request on YouTube. What's up, y'all? Can we look at ICP USD? Yep. ICP's next. Send in the clouds.
Just still sideways. At this point, it looks like we could retest the lows here. Yep, just kind of hanging out at the point of control right now. I don't know. This is probably not the spot I'd be a buyer in. I would look to try and buy it near $30. What's next?
All right, that would be a look at ICP for Profit Bear. Let's go ahead and get to the next one. We got some good requests still to come. Alex Soul 33. Could we take a look at TRB?
Rip. Okay. What happened to this chart? There should be much more data than this. This is more data. Not a lot more data. But we got this entire section here. Or no, I take it back. So this is February of 21. Yeah, here's where we come in. So this entire section is data on Binance. What else we got? So we got more data here on Trip. We do. This goes back to 19. Very interesting. Okay. Says the most data for us. It's a very visually distinctive pink. It's very easy to see on this chart.
Almost looks more purple to me.
Maybe it's like a fuchsia, magenta, perhaps.
Fuchsia.
Yeah, I guess it could just go either way here on TRB. I think after a little bit more of a pullback, I would be biased towards the long side on higher time frames, like maybe on the monthly or something like that. But here on the daily and the 3-day, I just, I don't see a lot of strength. Just you could just push up here over the next month and then pow, test down here into liquidity one more time. A little bit of a little bit of sideways and then move up. So yeah, I'm not feeling it right now. I think Bitcoin is probably your best bet at this time.
All right, well, that was a good look at TRB. Let's see the time here. I should be opening the excuse me, the DLive chest in about 2 minutes. So everybody get ready, get your lemons in, and now that chest comes your way in about 2 minutes. All right, one more request first. Let's get into this one from ETH1. ETH1 writes, hello, can we look at SLP USDT on Binance, please? Yesterday, the SLP we looked at was the wrong chart. All right, no problem. SLP USDT on Binance.
It was an SLP USD chart.
I thought so too, but either way, let's call up SLP USDT on Binance.
All right, here you go, buddy. It looks like crap here too.
No good.
That's a smooth love potion, right? It's just that I'm pretty sure this is just poor data to work with. Yeah, I don't see anything here that looks very interesting.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be a whole lot more to add ETH1 to yesterday's thoughts.
Yep.
I mean, maybe it's bottomed for good. Yeah. Good luck, ETH1. With that said, get that DLive chest going while Alex finishes off this look. Yep.
Yeah, this just has more data, buddy. That's all. What we were looking at yesterday was the right thing. Okay, what's next?
Indeed. That was the right thing. What is next is the DLive chest is going to get opened in a minute. So I'm going to introduce the next request and going to get into that DLive. What do we have here? Get ready. It's Litecoin. Christian Zeldon on YouTube. Hey, where do you all see Litecoin after a breakout? What is a strong resistance level? All right, so I don't really see Litecoin on breaking out, but
yeah. It's a dumb question because we just went over the fact that like if you look at Litecoin, Bitcoin, it's not holding up versus Bitcoin. Like Litecoin is not holding up versus Bitcoin here. So I mean, we can look at Litecoin USDT, but you have to understand that it will be because Bitcoin is breaking out. Like if you take this trade, you're losing value against Bitcoin. It will be a dumb move, but it's a free country. So I would look to take it towards $260 first. I kind of like this area of liquidity. And then I imagine we'll probably consolidate there for a little bit. And then at that point, I would look towards 315 bucks. This is our next area of resistance. So these are the two areas. So again, unless you see some big reversal here on Litecoin, Bitcoin, then I think you should just be in Bitcoin. What's next?
Okay, perfect. That was a look at Celadon's question concerning Litecoin resistance levels. Let's shout out today's Big Lemon giveaway winners: Franklin MC, Simpson YT, BTC.D, Anyword, and ETH1. All walking away with some lemons today. Nice work, guys. Let's continue into the next request. We got about 15 minutes left in the show. I'm certain we can get these done. Bitpanda on Twitch. Why won't Binance allow me to buy more short positions? Is this normal? Maybe you lack the necessary funds, or
Interesting. I don't know what would cause that.
yeah, Bitpanda. Not sure if we can exactly help you with this. Maybe if you hit us up in the Discord after the show, somebody might be able to provide some insight. Require a bit of digging.
Well, we'll try and help you, but not here.
Yeah, not certain we might be able to help you. Is this normal? Probably not. More short positions. I don't know. Maybe something to do with your margin. With that said,
Short, maybe that's the problem. You're already 100x short, buddy. You can't get any more short.
can't get more short.
Go any more short.
You already got liquidated. That's why they won't let you short anymore.
Guys,
Can't go over any further.
there's something wrong with Binance. The price keeps going up. My short keeps losing me money.
Yeah, this is how it's supposed to work.
Yeah. How do I make Binance make the price go down? All right. Let's go ahead and get to the next request.
Getting on Twitter and bitching.
We're gonna look at PDD63's request on DLive. Wants to look at UMA USD.
So it looks to me like we have a breakout here. This is a 3-day trend. Yeah. So we've got a breakout of the 3-day downtrend. I think we can continue moving up. I would probably look to take this trade back towards the previous highs, maybe around 30 bucks. Maybe 28 bucks, somewhere in this area. Okay, what's next?
All right, there was your look at UMA for PDD63. Let's continue into the next request. A few minutes left in the show. We have the following for Sweet Canary on YouTube. Sweet Canary writes, target for XTZ Bitcoin midterm, please. All right. XTZ Bitcoin. Let's see how this chart looks.
Probably more sideways. I'll probably move back up here to resistance and then trade down some more. I don't see it going anywhere, man.
Yep.
Next.
I see mostly sideways and a big resistance here.
I'm still in that XTZ short.
Indeed. All right. Sweet Canary also has another request, and similar question: targets for Litecoin, Bitcoin, midterm. We kind of looked at Litecoin, Bitcoin. I'm not
my
sure.
targets are downwards, right,
Downwards.
for right now.
Yes, down, straight down. There is a very brief look at Sweet Canary's 2 target requests. We're going to get into one of the last requests of the day. It's Kusama USD for Xavier in the YouTube chat.
This is showing some strength. At the very least, I think you can take this back towards 420. No, I think taking it back towards 550 could make sense too. Just retest this area of this liquidity of the highs up here. Hold the 3-day baseline here. Yeah, okay, those are the 2 places I'm looking. At the very least, 420, but probably 550, 560 area. What's next?
All right, you heard it here. 420 targets to the upside.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. All right. Taking a brief look at Kusama Bitcoin, are we?
Yeah. Some of Bitcoin could go either way. But looking here on the 3-day, we're starting to get a continuation, a reversal signal. So it has potential. That's not great. Yeah, the weekly doesn't look spectacular, but we could still move up here. What's next?
Brilliant. All right, that was one of the last requests of the day. Moving one up the list, because I did see quite a few Phantom requests coming across the board today. We do have FTM Phantom to look at. How much time we have left after.
Potentially making new highs. I mean, it is making new highs. Potentially is going to continue here. Phantom Bitcoin is possibly showing strength here. For now, I think this is probably worth longing into the new all-time high on Phantom, and then if you close back below $2.20, you'd want to be out. That's really your exit. If we close below the bottom of this candle, you're like, nope. This was just like a test, and you failed, Phantom. So we don't want to be in anymore if we close back under here. But it could be worth taking along in the spot with this new all-time high. What's next?
All right, that was a look at Phantom. Let's go ahead and get into this next one. One of the last requests of the day. To new user on Twitch, Kevin 007. Hey guys, any thoughts about Luna? All right, let's give Luna a look. Kevinek 007 on Twitch. Please do follow and subscribe. I've got lots more TA coming your way tomorrow.
I definitely feel that we're really topped out here. And after some more sideways, we're probably going to drop back towards like $18. See, here we are. Look at the 3-day baseline here. So we managed to stay above it, but now we're back below. Now we're below it. So sure, we can do more sideways. Maybe we can even come back up towards $45 again. But I'd be looking to short this down towards $18. What's next?
That would be the last of the. Well, actually, no.
One of the last requests. We are almost out of time, so let's see if we can knock out maybe the last one. Crypto Bull, yes, let's do Crypto Bull's request. Crypto Bull SFP USDT, a good long-term buy-in. All right. What would be a good long-term buy-in for SFP?
No, this would be a dumb time for a long-term buy-in.
Don't buy a big long candle, man.
A good buy for a long-term buy-in is down near 70 cents.
How do you feel about HOGE?
I haven't looked at it.
Give her a peek, see. I think UBX and HOGE are looking very similar. Coming up to resistance, though.
I feel like it's almost like a little late to the party.
Yep, I'm just holding a couple million of them still.
Yeah, sure, but the entry was really all the way back here. Just retested the lows here. It holds. I think it'll keep going up. Anyway,
All right.
That wasn't even a chart request.
It wasn't, but that was a very brief look at Doge. We take a look at SFP. That pretty much rounds out today's requests. There is maybe one more left, and it's for AXN for any word. 2 minutes left in the show. Maybe a very brief look at Axie.
It's
No.
going, gone.
Yeah, man.
Last top.
Keep holding, man. But it's way too late for anybody else to enter. All right.
Congrats. That's the last request of the day, guys. Thank you so much for everybody who came through today. Shoutouts to Alex and Jason holding down the TA segment. There's a decent amount of requests knocked out today, guys. Thank you, everybody who kicked it with us this Tuesday afternoon. It sure was lovely taking you through the charts today. Love hearing our analysts' insights on all things price action, markets, crypto, and beyond. Finally, time to get to the exits. Very brief shout out. Check out Premium, premium.crackencryptocurrency.com, guys. If you do want to support what we do here, and hey, maybe even pick up a few very, very valuable skills any trader could use in their toolbox, you can check out our education material at premium.crackencryptocurrency.com. Everything from our Pathways to Profits course, proprietary indicator suite, premium Discord, a lot of goodies available for you over at Premium. Also, do check out Discord, discord.crackencryptocurrency.com. Join our Discord servers. Get in touch with us if you are like the gentleman earlier who was asking about why Bitpanda, why won't Binance allow me to short some more? Have you joined our Discord? Maybe jump in the Discord, hop in the general chat, ask one of the many active traders in our Discord. Maybe they will give you some help if you want. You could also DM me in this server. So there's that, discord.crackencryptocurrency.com. Finally, results.crackencryptocurrency.com. Our results are up to date. Check them out, guys. Our analysts, our team of traders, of course, keeps very diligent records, and we keep track of all our trades and then some. Check out the performance of our traders. See for yourself how well our analysts handle these markets. Results.
Why we get to talk day to day.
Exactly. Why do they get to handle the requests and not me? Well, it's because they got the performance, they got the numbers to match it. So, guys, check that out. Finally, don't have much more to add. Actually, I gotta get out of here. Much love to you all. Final words for our analysts.
Trade safely.
Yeah, I'm trade safely. We're at some super important resistance levels here. I would just advise either sitting on your hands or keeping your risk low. I think that there's going to be a lot of volatility to scare a lot of people out of different positions coming up. I'm not sure which way that's going to be at this point, but I do think that we're a little overextended to take full long positions here. So let's wait for the pullback. We might get a pump up to 70 quick. I mean, yeah, it'll suck to miss that, but we will get pullbacks. Like, we will come and test the top if we the past resistance level. if we do blow above. So, I mean, just keep that in mind. Don't let the FOMO get to you. This is exciting times. Like, let's see what happens.
Super exciting, but not quite ready to step aboard the ship just yet. Gonna wait to see where the market takes us. Check out the latest update. We'll, of course, update you on the latest tomorrow on the Wednesday update. Till then, peace out, guys. Much love.
Goodbye.